Bonjour, Kinamagan in Ireland and Dishnikas, and welcome to this week's Learning Plan Overview and Announcements. This week featuring week 13. We begin, as always, in our classroom stream, just to point out what's there and what your student is seeing. There is an important note from Hopewell. We'll talk about that in just a moment. We also have our most current newsletter, which will be linked in the email that accompanies this video. Last week's learning plan and some previous newsletters and announcements, including our November breakfast menu. So let's look at what's the important documents here. The first one will be Hopewell. This is an event on Saturday, November 13th, so tomorrow. From 1 to 3, you have a chance to come and check out what Hopewell offers with their Christmas in the country. It says, join us for a family fun event for kids of all ages. Culver's Chili and Soup, baked goods, hot chocolate, crafts, and more. Meet Santa Claus, raid Miss Claus's closet, take a photo of Santa Samson and his elf puzzle. Hopewell Ranch is located in Weidman, Michigan. Give you something to do and check out. We also have a newsletter, which is also accompanying in our email. This went home yesterday, so there was a note thanking all family members for their service. And again, I want to reiterate, if any of you or your family members have served in the Army, I want to personally thank them for their service. There is no school on Monday, so students can actually sleep in. No Zooms, no anything other than I encourage them to read for 20 minutes. Wednesday is a half day for professional development. Students may be picked up at noon if they're gym riders. Lunch will be served. We continue to require masking in the classroom. And hopefully we will see a decline in cases where students will again give the choice. But we want to make sure that students are safe and healthy. And for that reason, we continue with the masking. We are using Google Classroom, as we've mentioned before. We are working now in math on adding and subtracting decimals. We are still reviewing some of our previous skills like multiplying and dividing, and also working with future skills like geometry. We are wrapping up graphic novels and language arts and wrapping up narratives in Writing City. Please ask your student to show you where they're sitting in Writing City by clicking the home tab on that site. Social studies, we're looking at colonialism, particularly with the British. And science, we're looking at a study of Earth systems. Just a reminder that all electronics should be turned off and kept in the locker during the school day. I do accept students putting their phone with me in my drawer. That is not considered confiscation. That is just holding on to it if they're apprehensive about leaving it in their locker. Students that do have their phones on them may have their phone taken away, placed in the office for a parent or guardian to come pick up. Let's look at our week 13 learning plan. Again, no school on Monday. I would like you to read for 20 minutes. It's good for us. And we're moving into a new section on traditional stories with Aesop's fables. Writing, we're going to assess our narrative on Wednesday and Thursday. Math, we continue with adding and subtracting decimals. In science, we're going to go on to mystery 3. Social studies, we're reviewing and assessing the section on British colonialism. Though Wednesday, there is no scheduled class period for that. Math review, we're going to get place value, multiplication, and division. So we'll have some chances to assess on Wednesday and Friday, see where students are sitting. As we like to spiral around to make sure that student doesn't succeed on an assignment and then completely forget how to do it when they don't have to touch on it the rest of the year. Tech is a regular week. And then in our wondrous educational block, we continue with ST Math, Geography, Citizenship, Words Their Way, which is our spelling program, Reading A to Z, and a new tool called Quill, which I'm hoping will benefit students with their knowledge of grammar. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please reach out to me at mireland@psychchipschool.net. I hope everyone has a mental God and enjoys this long 3-day weekend. Look forward to seeing some well-rested and happy students on Tuesday. Bama P, and have a great weekend.